What's going on? It's Barney here, back at it with another video, and welcome back to Proving Autos. It's been a while. I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded a video, but yes, welcome back to the channel, guys. And sadly, for what could be the last time to this M240i. I think it is probably quite clear by the title of this video what is going on. Just pull that window down because we're steaming up. But yeah, sadly guys, yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. Sadly guys, yeah, this could be the last video with the M240i because regretfully I have been forced to put the car up for sale, which is something, you know, if I'm being honest with you, it's a bit of a, how do I put it, a bit of a head mash, to be honest with you, because it is something that I have decided on pretty quickly, and actually, to be honest with you, it's a bit of a decision that I've been forced into, really. But of course, this is something that I know a lot of people aren't going to be very happy about, but I can of course talk you through reasons behind it. But yeah, I think really there's three essentially main reasons why I've put the car up for sale. One main reason really, oh, there's a car coming, but a couple of other little things really, but yeah, I mean, when I took this, I mean, obviously when I bought this car back in April last year, I took out a 3-year loan for it. Yeah, alright, I mean, the majority of it went from my Golf R, well, I traded that in, but there's a few grand that I ended up having to fund myself, so I thought, you know what, I'll take a 3-year bank loan out for it, and my plan originally was for the car to see me throughout that period, which was 3 years, and I've ended up owning the car 18 months, essentially halfway through that. So yeah, I've ended up owning it for a much shorter time period than I originally planned, but there's a few little situations out of my control which has kind of been forced upon really, and yeah, this was definitely was not part of the plan. But anyway, let me talk you guys through the reasons really. I mean, when I bought the car, I wasn't like, I still had my gaming YouTube channel at the time, which was ProvingGaming UK. So I had a little plan at one point to sort of rebrand the channel into an automotive one, but when I bought this car, that was not originally the plan. But at that time, it just seemed the right thing to do. You know, new car, I thought I can push content out with it. You know, I knew that. So. But I'm sort of getting to, so yeah, in the end it all sort of fell into place, and I rebranded the channel with sort of making this car sort of like the main sort of content. I'm kind of getting to the stage with it now where I feel like I've kind of covered everything with the car. I mean, there was a few other videos which I planned, but without going down the modification route, I can't really push content out on it anymore, much more. You know, we're sort of doing that. A modification, actually, that's something else we're going to talk about. Because, to be honest with you, I'm a little bit, you know what, I'm actually really sad. You know, I mean, I've spent the morning putting the car back on its original number plates, so it doesn't have the W24BTW number plate on it anymore. Yeah, I'm actually really sad. You know, there was more with this car that I wanted to do, like there was a lot of modifications that I'd never got around to doing. In fact, the only modification I've really actually done to the car is the GPF delete, which of course Performance M fitted for me over a year ago. So yeah, I'm actually really gutted because I've not actually done more. I've not done as much. Don't feel like I've really utilised the car fully, which is a real shame. You know, I plan to have obviously stage 1 remap on it, maybe even more power than that. Limited slip diff, I plan to have that done. There was all sorts of things to the car which I planned to do, which I didn't. So of course, without sort of going down that route, which was going to cost me a lot of money, the content on the channel, of course, you guys will probably be aware, regular viewers will notice that content on the channel has been very, very dead lately, and I suppose one of the reasons being is that without doing the modifications I wanted to do, that I've not been able to do, in fact, I can't push more content out on the car. So that's essentially one reason. Another reason really is that recently, as you guys, Eagle Eye viewers, will have probably seen from community posts I put on lately, I recently bought my first house back in August this year. So that happened about 3 months ago. I've only really just started sort of slowly moving in as such, because there's a few little jobs which I needed to do to the place to make it habitable. So of course, since I've owned my house, there's been a few more, shall I say, probably not financial challenges, but a few more financial implications, because I suppose I need to mention, obviously I've got a mortgage now, so I've just got to be more mindful. You know, I've got certain bills going out, more things financially which I must keep on top of, which have got to take priority over the car. So I'll just put my keys in there, so yeah, that's, I suppose, another reason. But the main reason really, and this is the thing really that's sort of forced me to sell the car. Now, that is down to insurance. Now, as this is actually probably another topic which I'm going to cover. I'm probably going to cover an entire video on this actually, which is the colossal rise in insurance premiums. Now, I think from last renewals, I think I've heard about sort of like up to a 40% increase from past renewals for a lot of people. This is, as I say, this is hitting people quite hard, and I'm unfortunately no exception. My renewal isn't until April next year. However, I've got to the stage now where I've sort of been putting this off for a little while, because I've not actually been living at my new address that long. So I've only recently started changing my address on stuff, you know, bank accounts, obviously DVLA. I had to update my driving licence, update my V5 as well to say, you know, that I'm living at a different address. So, and then the last thing to do was, of course, to update my insurance company, tell them that the car is at a different address overnight, and it's kept on the roadside and not a driveway, because unfortunately my new place sadly does not have a driveway, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I was expecting maybe to be having to pay a few £100 extra, given that, but what I wasn't expecting was to be hit with a 4-figure sum, and it's money I don't have, basically. It's forced me to sort of try to look elsewhere for insurance. You know, I've tried all of the specialist car insurance companies I can think of. I've tried all the price comparison sites, obviously all mods declares, blah de blah de blah, and I just cannot. I need to get that figure below 4 figures, and everywhere I've tried, we're just not getting anywhere near. So that purely is the main reason why I've been forced to put the car up for sale. I think the best thing for it is to probably go to something a little bit cheaper for about a year or so, and then review the situation there. So yeah, I'm honestly, guys, I am absolutely gutted, and to be fair, I've sort of been, I'm not gonna lie, I've been close to tears a few times, just because it is an epic car, and you know, and I'm sorry to you guys as well, because I've not, as I say, I've not done anywhere near as much with this car as I wanted to. Like even next year as well. I mean, the only sort of road trip I've done is back in June, when did that epic road trip down to Land's End, and also the one that I remember the most is, of course, the epic race that we ran from Land's End to Ness Point in Lowestoft on the shortest night of the year. Of course, if you guys haven't seen either of them videos, I do highly recommend that you go and check them out. And yeah, they're really my main memories with this car. And of course, not to mention, this is actually quite an important car for me, because it's kind of where my automotive YouTube journey started, with this car. And I've heard, and of course, thank you guys so much for watching my content on the car. I've heard quite a lot of positive feedback, which honestly, you guys leaving nice comments, which is fantastic, guys. I think even a couple of people have been influenced, I think, from my videos to actually buy an M240i. So that is honestly, thank you guys. You know, that is really nice to hear. And of course, I wanted to take the car into Europe next year, which is something that I never got around to doing. I want to possibly doing, you know, once I plan to do a stage 1 remap, maybe take the car into Germany, because of course it won't have the limiter on. Maybe do an Autobahn run. Yeah, I'm really sad. Really sad. But I suppose this video might look quite, even though it might look quite negative, and as I say, I don't know how it's going to be received, this video, to be fair. But although I know it might sound quite sad and negative to begin with, let's not forget, obviously, this is going to open up quite a few. This is going to open up a few opportunities for me, because alright, the M240i is going, which is obviously very sad, and you know, but let's not forget, this is going to open a few content opportunities for me. Obviously the M240i is going, but this is going to open up another new car to the channel. Although, alright, I've said that I'm going to have to downgrade as such to something a bit cheaper, but I do hope I can still pick up something quite interesting and make content around that. And of course, not to mention, in the future, after that, you know, who knows, down the line, if I realise I've made the biggest mistake selling this car, I do at least know that, you know, there's plenty of M240i's out there. I can't, even though I know I won't be able to buy this particular car back probably, but at least I know, you know, I can potentially buy another one in the future, or even better, maybe an M2, or maybe is it the time to sort of buy the A45 that I've sort of been craving for a while, possibly. But anyway, guys, you know, listen, I've had fun with this car. The car is currently for sale on eBay and Facebook, and I think a couple of other places as well. So yeah, if any of you guys are generally interested in the car, please, I've put all my contact details in the description of the video, so please do feel free to drop me a message, any sort of queries you might have with it. It's advertised at £19,500, which, to be fair, I'm not going to lie, is a bit lower than what I would have maybe intended to put the car up for. But I kind of need to sell relatively quickly because of all the, you know, the insurance reasons. I mean, I can get around it in a minute because the car is spending more time at my parents still. So, but it's going to come a time when, you know, for insurance reasons, the car is going to be spending more time at my house because I'm fully moved in yet. But I kind of do need a quick sale really to sort of utilise, you know, to get settled in and all that, and of course bring you guys new content. So yeah, as I say, anyone interested in the car, do feel free. It is on eBay right now, so do feel free to drop me a message. Obviously no tie kick, because I don't want any, you know, please only message me if you are genuinely interested in purchasing the car. But yeah, I don't know how long this camera's been rolling now, guys. It's probably been recording for probably 15-20 minutes or so, and I am nearing my destination. So yeah, I suppose I'll end it there. Yeah, been a great car. been an absolutely awesome car. But yeah, anyway guys, I'll end it there. Yes, if you've enjoyed the video guys, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Also consider subscribing for more stuff like this in the future, and if you do that, do not forget to hit the bell icon, make sure you turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on a single thing to come. So until next time guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you look after yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you all very soon.